brought to you by Covenant, the world-class way to clean dentures. And now, here's Morton Swanson.
Saddam Hussein emerged from several weeks in seclusion today and before a wildly enthusiastic audience unveiled a breathtaking repertoire of yo-yo tricks. He began with the popular walking the dog trick, then continued with a spectacular routine he devised himself, and finally brought the set to a stunning conclusion with a surprise display of virtuoso juggling. The crowd loved the show, and no one tried to assassinate the beloved leader. Boris Yeltsin spoke candidly at the UN today about his country's dilemma.
All right, last time. What my country needs is money, cash, cabbage, moolah, cream, scratch, bread, dough, dinero. Exactly what part of this are you having trouble understanding?
A recent proposal in the state of Virginia to curb the sale of guns would reduce the number of guns that a person could buy to 1 per month. Supporters of the measure say they also hope to rid Virginia of its sidewalk bullet machines. The bullet machines are quick and convenient and reduce the congestion at gun store checkout counters. And in England, British law enforcement officials are still reeling from a bizarre series of steamroller accidents. We'll have more later on the nightly evening news. Tonight.
And we're up.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Say, I'd like to try something out on you guys.
Just a second, Mort. Madonna just got here, okay?
Okay, punch up Madonna, Al. Hello, Madonna. Can you hear me? Madonna?
Whoever's talking to me, I can barely hear you.
How's that? Any better?
Okay, talk. Talk to me, baby.
This is Mark Schlesinger.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Great, and you?
I'm fabulous.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. Where are you?
We're right here in the control booth.
And you can see me already?
Yeah, we can see you just fine.
Everybody hears what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, so watch what you say.
Did I say something bad?
No, not yet, at least.
Madonna, Kate Landry, please try not to make your answers too long. We're running a little short on time.
Well, that's too bad. Sometimes I'm going to have long answers. I have a lot to say.
Well, sure, I know. Would you like something to eat?
I can't eat and sound intelligent at the same time.
Madonna.
Yes?
Alan McCoy, I'm the director.
Hi.
Hi, call me Al.
Hi, Al.
Look, are you wearing anything that might give us trouble?
I'm wearing a see-through dress, and you can clearly see my breast.
You better get in there right away.
Yeah, Arnie, check out Madonna's dress for me, will you? And her microphone.
I thought that once again I was going to be able to bend the rules a little bit.
Madonna, I'm a big fan.
Oh, good. Okay, so I won't say anything bad about you then.
Oh, okay, thanks. Arnie's checking out your dress just to see how transparent it really is, okay?
You can see right through it, all right.
Okay. It'll be okay. She just keeps her jacket on. Arnie, could you, run the mic up through her dress? Yeah, that ought to help us out. Would you do?
You know, I couldn't. No, I couldn't.
Oh. I didn't plan it this way. What the hell is Arnie doing in there?
Could we forego this voyeurism for one moment? I'd like to try something out on you.
Okay, just 1 second, Mort. Ed.
Yes.
Can you go and check out Madonna's hair and see if you can do something with it?
Okay, but I can't promise you any miracles.
Okay. Okay, Mort.
All right. How about one of these for my new sign-off line? For now, that's the news.
No.
That's all there is for now.
No.
How about in the end, I'm Morton Swanson.
No.
That's the news. Don't worry.
No, no.
Mort, what's wrong with that's the news, good night? You've been saying it for years.
I know, but... good night. That's all the news.
Mort, we're in a hurry. Can this wait until after the show?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
What can I do for you today?
Just get rid of all my lines and pimples.
I know about that 5 o'clock shadow.
My 5 o'clock shadow, too.
Well, we gotta do something about that hair. It just does not work.
What is he doing?
He's spraying her hair.
No, that's not spray. He's shellacking her head.
Ooh, he just got her in the face. He's single-handedly destroying the ozone layer.
There, I'm done.
Okay, dear God, please don't let me sound like a
Stupid idiot.
stupid idiot.
Call me nuts, call me lazy. This kind of workout is just plain crazy. Don't fill me up with expectations. I got what I want, no imitation. Fall in. Just give me what the doctor ordered. Just what the doctor ordered. Just give me a Dr. Pepper. We want it. Whoa. Just what the doctor ordered. The taste that's made to water. We love it. Woo. Whoa. Just what the doctor ordered.
This is the plan for the B-2 bomber. This is the structure of DNA. This is a long-distance calling plan. What do they all have in common? You can't understand any one of them. Fortunately, Sprint can decide for long distance for you. With priority service, they'll review your account and let you know if you're on the right plan. It's that easy. And this is how you call Sprint.
She still wants to cut this thing again.
I did.
It's the rudder. I don't believe this.
We're on 15.
He's chewing gum.
He's chewing gum?
Mort, get rid of the gum. 10 seconds.
He's still chewing.
He's still chewing. This is ridiculous.
Get rid of the gum, Mort. 5 seconds. 4.
He's still chewing.
He's still chewing.
2. QAT. Q announce.
The CNB Nightly Evening News tonight with Morton Swanson. Brought to you by the AMA and the IRS. Debt and taxes. You can count on us. And now, here's Morton Swanson.
Good evening. We'll have the latest on the crisis in Yugoslavia, the relief effort in Somalia, and a new wave of terrorist bombings. But first, our top story. A two-headed turtle was discovered this morning near Perth, Australia. So far, however, details are scarce. In other news, frustrated by the lack of progress at the Yugoslav peace talks, the U.S. has threatened to airdrop Yankee owner George Steinbrenner into the country and leave him there until a peace treaty is signed. The Family Leave Act, signed into law earlier this year, will take effect in just a few months. The new law allows employers to grant an employee up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave for any of the following reasons: childbirth, family crisis, surgery and medical care, grand opening of a new sizzler, washing machine is making that wonka wonka sound, and Uncle Jerry is drinking and talking about guns again. Queen Elizabeth addressed a gathering of foreign dignitaries in London today and conceded that last year had been a rough one for the royal family.
1992 is not a year on which I shall look back with undiluted pleasure. In the words of one of my more sympathetic correspondents, it has turned out to be an annus horribilis. I suspect I'm not alone in thinking it so.
Those three made-for-TV movies about Amy Fisher have gone into foreign syndication, and they appear to be capturing the world's attention.
So anyway, Amy says, Joy, you do good body work.
Then Amy says, Mary Jo, you have to get a divorce. Then Amy Fisher starts hitting her with the gun and the gun goes off. Mary Jo gets hit, but she isn't killed. She leaves.
Joey swears he never touched her. Never.
team of therapists recruited by the White House to help Al Gore loosen up reported progress today. At a get-acquainted reception for White House staff, the formerly wooden vice president showed so much spontaneous enthusiasm for the crowd that he had to be restrained by the Secret Service. In fact, the impulsive Veep was so loose, so warm and uninhibited, that therapists are studying videotapes of the event to determine whether or not Gore has now become too loose. Results will be announced shortly. And now, here's Roger Flahr with a report on a growing social problem in America's small towns.
They are older, wealthy, retired men. And they come to bars like this one in hopes of turning back the clock in the company of a younger crowd. Or simply, for a few hours, to forget. One recent night, we took our camera crew inside Club Alibi for an up-close view of this ever-growing problem. And it wasn't long before we spotted a pair of typical older males on the prowl. It is, of course, no mystery what these older men see in the fresh-faced bloom of youth. More curious, perhaps, is the appeal they seem to have to the youngsters who flock around them.
Hey, listen, you girls.
I think you're almost touching.
No, darn.
You made that.
Did you? What's the name of that?
We followed this all-too-typical scenario until, inevitably, the subject of the older men's marital status reared its ugly head.
I'd love to hear the band, but I don't know. We got to go. I get told Barbara I was going to bed early now. I don't want her to think I'm living it up here on the big, living it up on the town.
Brought heavily back to reality by the mention of his wife, this man seeks refuge in oblivion. It wasn't long after that, he got up to leave the bar. We decided to confront him. Sir, after all your time here, how do you feel? How do you feel?
Good.
Exactly how many beers did you have tonight, sir?
I don't know. What was it, 19? Something like that. It was pretty good.
This is Roger Flahr reporting.
Coming up, Senate Minority Leader Bob Dole extends a warm welcome to the Democrats.
Go off for a weekend, have a Diet Coke, enjoy yourself. The campaign's over. You won.
Hello. I'm Officer Ed Shrebnick. I worry about crime, and I know you do too. That's why I'm here to tell you about a wonderful new product for the purpose of self-protection that I call a club. A club can be carried in one hand, and when used properly, can inflict severe bodily injury.
Ed is right. Muggings, rapes, and assaults are all on the rise. When you carry a club, others are afraid of you.
Legal in most states. A club is now available in 5 designer colors. So, don't be a schlub. Pick up a club.
On sale now. Prayer Bears, Alley-Oops, Bop Marks, and Smash and Save.
Ross Perot knows what we mean when we say that Hair to a Fortune Miracle Spot Remover Spray is the most effective way to cover up those unsightly bald spots. Hair to a Fortune Miracle Spot Remover Spray. Ask for it by name.
That's disgusting. Did you see what he just did?
In 10.
I can't believe this. Will you tell him to get rid of the gum?
5 seconds. Get rid of the gum, Mort. 4, 3, 2.
And now we're very pleased to have standing by for a live interview the President of the United States. Good evening. Can you hear me all right, Mr. President?
I can hear you faintly.
Well, how about if I talk real loud?
But if you talk up a little, I can hear you. I'm ready.
Good. First, let me apologize for keeping you waiting so long. The scheduling has been...
I'm enjoying it. I've been here quite a while. I'm about ready to stop enjoying it, but I want to do this interview.
Well, we certainly want you to enjoy it, Mr. President. In fact, that's why the attractive blonde woman sitting right next to you has some of your favorites, some peanut butter and banana, sir.
Bring me peanut butter?
And banana, sir.
Oh, I love peanut butter and banana. Do you like it?
Mr. Clinton, how about your plan to revitalize the...
You like peanut butter and banana? Where are you from?
Mr. President.
I never heard anybody outside the South like peanut butter and banana.
President Clinton, can you hear me all right? Mr. President?
Now, where are you from in Ohio?
Mr. President, can we get back to the interview now, please?
A lot of times I come home late at night and I get in the kitchen, open the crunchy peanut butter and just put it right on the banana and eat it.
Perhaps now would be a good time to direct Sandy to give the President the peanut butter and banana. Will that be all right?
Look what we got you.
I love it. I don't think I better get into that till after I do the interview.
Good.
It's okay.
Good. Hello, President Clinton. Can we continue now, please? I'd like to ask you...
crunchy better.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. President. Next time we'll sing crunchy.
Okay, good.
All right. Mr. President, if you would direct your attention...
Am I in a good humor tonight? This is the first night I'm really happy tonight.
Mr. President, we're happy also. We're happy you're happy. We're all very happy.
I'm going to sing to whoever's at the other end of the mic.
Well, sir, I'm on the other end of the mic, but I'm afraid we're running short on time here. And if you...
don't know me like I don't.
Oh, that's just super, Mr. President. Perhaps you could sing for us some other time. How does that sound?
Right.
Okay. Well, it's been great talking to you. I'm sorry we never got around to...
I just want a banana and peanut butter.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck with the economy, sir, and I hope you remain as happy as you've been this evening.
You don't know me, but...
That was our live interview with President Bill Clinton, a man who certainly enjoys his peanut butter and banana. And now this.
Slip into ooh, a little ultra snuggle. Slip into ooh, a soft so new. A soft you can cozy up to.
Cozy up to a one-of-a-kind sensation. New concentrated ultra snuggle. One tiny capsule gives you a soft you can cozy up to.
Cozy up to.
Cozy up to. New ultra snuggle.
Clinical studies reveal there is an allergy medicine so effective, it'll relieve your sneezing, itchy throat, and watery eyes just as well as the leading prescription medicine. It's called chlortrimeton. To relieve all those allergy symptoms, there's nothing beyond chlortrimeton.
Start packing, Lou, my old spaghetti stain.
Sylvia, you can't get rid of me. I've been here since Donna's wedding.
Look at what Sylvia's got. Lou, meet carpet science.
Sylvia, what's gonna work on me? This thing, new things, your friends' home remedies? I'm here for life.
Carpet science has this emulsion cleaning action that's so effective it even makes old stains like you disappear.
Sylvia, no.
Lou, enjoy stain heaven.
Try Carpet Science. So effective, it even makes old stains disappear. From S.C. Johnson Wax.
Look, this way to McDonald's. Last one there buys lunch. Watch out for the fork in the road, not that old gag. He's despicable.
It's the Looney Tunes characters in Crazy Cars. Now in a hamburger Happy Meal for a mere $1.99. Just bump the bumper and watch them go wacky. One toy with every $1.99 Happy Meal you buy your kids.
Nice try, but it ain't over till the fat lady sings.
What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
It's over.
Next on Day 1, you heard from Michael. Now the Jackson family goes on record. The rumors, the allegations.
He was a little strict, but strict in a way that was good.
How they feel about Michael, his success, and theirs. Forrest Sawyer, Day 1. Next.
Contend. No gum, thank God.
Get rid of the gum.
5. Why is he doing this? Why
Because
is he
he's
doing
more.
this?
2. In other news, once again today, more packages of fly swatters, fly paper, and fly repellent were airdropped into the no-fly zone in Bosnia. UN officials hope to rid the region of flies by the end of the month. The latest medical study on the effects of coffee was called into question today. Researchers apparently fed the subjects 36 cups of coffee a day, making them too irritable to be studied. The director of the New York Zoological Society has announced that all New York area zoos will no longer be called zoos, but will instead be renamed wildlife conservation parks. In addition, since the zookeepers will no longer be keeping a zoo, they will now be referred to as the mammal with the keys. Coming up, the Pope can't bear to look, when we continue.
Who is the National Semi-Automatic Rifle Association? It's folks like Cindy Parker, National Junior Champion, staying sharp at her local semi-automatic rifle range before school.
Semi-automatic.
It's Steve Hackwood, semi-automatic rifle fancier, taking a look at the latest models. It's Mike Brokoff, disgruntled ex-postal worker, on his way to pay a last visit to the supervisor who fired him, and anyone else who happens to be around. It's 17-year-old Ice Johnson, Los Angeles gang member, exercising his constitutional right to bear arms. It's these and millions more like them, each with his or her own special reason for owning and operating a semi-automatic rifle. The National Semi-Automatic Rifle Association. We're everywhere.
You should meet with the House leaders about jobs. Jobs, get it? Jobs.
Big stick. It's there when you need it.
Just say that your health plan favors managed competition. I'll explain what it means later.
Big stick. It's tough to last all day.
Try to smile a little bit more, and please sit up straight.
Big stick. The deodorant for the woman who's in charge of her life and his. Talk softly and carry a big stick.
Where are they now? Where are the Bushes, the Quayles, and all the other assorted characters who served in the Bush administration? Well, let's start with former President George Bush. From his new home in Texas, George Bush says he's enjoying retirement and bears no grudge against the American voter.
Oh, shucks, there it goes.
Former First Lady Barbara Bush has agreed to help out the beleaguered Jack in the Box restaurant chain, which has been reeling after that tainted meat scandal. She'll work there 4 hours a day, 3 days a week for the next 6 months. Marilyn Quayle, however, would not reveal what she's up to. And what about Millie, the White House dog? Well, the cute little spaniel did not want to leave Washington at first, but she finally relented. And today, you can find her right back at the same Houston pet store for which she was rented 4 years ago. And last but not least, what about Dan Quayle, the former vice president? He's spending most of his time at home, relaxing, thinking about how things might have been. Well, not since Teddy Roosevelt has America had such an athletic president. Sometimes, however, Clinton's competitive nature gets the better of him. Like during this charity softball game when, after getting beamed by a line drive, the president had the batter expelled from the game, suspended for 2 months, and fined $5,000. We're going to interrupt our program to go live to Sheila Van Til, who is standing by in Washington with a CNB Nightly Evening News Tonight exclusive story. Sheila.
Thanks, Morton. I'm here on a ledge outside the Pentagon
with... Army General Harvey Peterson with you, Sheila?
Yes, it is, Morton.
The highly decorated combat veteran of both the Korean and Vietnam Wars?
Yes.
Threatening to take his own life with a service revolver 5 stories above the ground?
That's right, Morton.
Of course, General Peterson has been a leader in the anti-gay movement in the military, Sheila. Could this situation be related to that issue?
Just getting to that, Morton.
A protest, perhaps, against the possible lifting of the ban, a desperate plea to stop the headlong rush to accept homosexuals into the service.
Yes, it is, Morton. That's exactly what it is. Now, if you don't mind...
Sheila, would you mind asking the general if he really intends to kill himself if this ban is lifted?
That's precisely what I was going to ask him,
And does he believe that making himself into a martyr will change administration policy?
Well, which question do you want me to ask first, Morton?
Well, you're the one on the scene, Sheila. It's entirely up to you.
Thank you. General Peterson,
Excuse me, Sheila, is there a SWAT team out there with you now?
Yes, Morton, there is a SWAT team, along with 3 fire crews, a host of spectators, and a lot of other reporters dying to be where I am on a ledge talking to General Peterson.
Well, we're all very proud of you, Sheila. That was our own Sheila Van Til with an exclusive live report from the Pentagon where General Harvey Peterson is threatening to take his own life in a dramatic protest. In other news, the Senate has begun hearings on raising the mandatory retirement age to 70 as one way of saving funds in the Social Security system. Opponents of the measure say they will compromise only if the Senate will approve a list of people who must retire immediately. That list includes actress Joan Collins, the Beach Boys, Pat Buchanan, the Juice Man, the twins on Full House, the entire cast of Melrose Place, Howard Stern, Andy Rooney, the top 15 executives at General Motors, and of course, LaToya Jackson. In entertainment news, it now appears that the $42 million CBS spent to get David Letterman has caused the network to demand more of its other workers. Especially hard hit by Letterman's arrival was the news department. Some employees are said to be unhappy at the changes. CNB News would like to apologize for recent misrepresentations which have occurred on our broadcast. The real-life car accident we showed was actually staged by stuntmen. The slaughtered bird you saw was, in fact, a clever sculpture. And to be entirely truthful, we're not really sorry we did these things. We're just very sorry we got caught. Now this.
How about Uncle Duke? Do we call him much?
No.
Thank you, Uncle Duke. Next. Thank you. Next.
It's tough finding people for one of those long-distance calling circles.
Next.
Hey, you don't need to do this. Because the most from Sprint makes things easier. The most saves you up to 36% each month on whomever you call the most, automatically.
Hey! I'm your father!
So you call a girl up for a date. She says, no problem. You say, let's go to a movie. She says, no problem. You show up without using slurs. She says, there's a problem.
Want fresh, clean breath? Be certain with Certs.
For allergies that hurt, Benadryl Allergy Sinus Headache combines maximum strength relief for sinus pain and pressure with the histamine blocker, Benadryl. Benadryl Allergy Sinus Headache from Park Davis.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Alan.
Ms. Class President, what are you doing now?
Public relations.
Oh, that figures. Oh, and Mr. Class...
Drop out? I'm a lawyer.
Gee, how'd you pull that off?
I dropped back in.
It's as simple as ABC. Never stop learning.
Next week, something big is coming to Sunday night. Randy! Help!
I'm right here, Earl.
Something earth-shaking. Where's my kids? Where's my TV? They're right behind you, Earl. Dinosaurs lands on Sunday night. Sundays are bigger than ever.
How about that's all the news? Good night.
No!
30 seconds.
No more news. Good night.
No, Mort, will you please get out?
No more news. I'm Morton Swanson. Good night.
Come on, Mort, get going, please.
Good night and good luck.
That's Ed Murrow's old line.
Good night and courage.
No, Dan Rather's already used
We
that
are
one.
back in 15 seconds.
Yes, I thought of that myself.
Let's just say you both thought of it, okay, Mort? Now, will you please get out there?
It's too bad, though, you know, because I like the word courage. It's so reassuring.
No, Mort. Good night, Mort, and good luck.
Okay, everybody. In 5, 4, 3, 2...
Our final story tonight. Back in January, and just before moving to Washington, then President-elect Clinton released his daughter Chelsea's pet frog, Hoppy, into the Arkansas wild. Well, against all odds, and nearly 3 months later, after having hawked his way along 2,000 miles of rural roads and busy highways, through some of the nation's busiest cities, after surviving thunderstorms, blizzards, and all kinds of bad weather, Hoppy the frog made it all the way to our nation's capital, through the hallowed halls of the White House, and into the Oval Office. The president called it a minor miracle. Well, that's the news. Good night, and be courageous.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Dana King.
Next week, a new plan for the economy from Paul Tsongas and Warren Rudman. Then eating right when you're eating out.
Plus Carl Reiner and Michael Bolton this week on Good Morning America.
Now stay tuned for Day One.